stuff. The website customcraftedsongs.com, and our very special guest tonight, Anna Huckabee Tull. Boy, I got choked up there.
Oh,
yeah,
that's the goal.
That really is. Boy.
That's what we're going for.
Mission accomplished.
All
Mission
right.
accomplished. Really, really great stuff. It sounds terrific. Now, you have an interesting story of your own in terms of how you got started into music. You know, you did the corporate thing, you hit the road, traveled a bit, and one thing leads to another, and you find yourself on the road for 3 months singing songs in your car. Tell us about that, like, extended road trip, and how you got singing like all the time.
I think I sort of, around the age of 30, I just kind of crashed out a little bit, sort of hit the end of the line on a lot of things, on a job, on a marriage, on whatever. And I just decided, okay, I know I have good instincts and good intuition, but somehow I haven't been following it, which is why I ended up where I've ended up. So I'm just going to drive this car, and I'm not getting out until I am reconnected with my ability to just know what is right for me. So that's what I did. I literally, like, no kidding, for 3 months, I would pull up to a stop sign and just wait for the feeling of, like, am I supposed to go left or am I supposed to go right? Literally.
Wow.
Yeah. Or I'd pass people on the street, and you know how sometimes you pass someone on the street and you're kind of like, oh, did I know that? Oh, never mind, I don't know. If I ever had that feeling during those 3 months of, like, I think I should talk to that person, I would. I would just walk up to them and say, I know this is really bizarre, but I just have this feeling that you have something important that you could tell me that would be helpful to me.
Did those conversations ever result in something that has stayed with you till this day?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Really?
I mean, it's a weird thing to say to somebody. I think if you just tell me what you're thinking about right now, it's going to be helpful to me.
That's a very strange thing to say.
Yeah.
And were people ever, like, put off and say,
get away from me, what are you selling?
I have a bottle of mace, I don't know what's happening. Did that sort of thing ever happen?
Very little.
Very little.
Very little. I think I was really genuine about it. I was just like, no, this is weird. I just have this feeling. You can tell me something. And some people would say, well, what's going on for you? Maybe I can fill in, you know, maybe if I know a little bit. But other people would just, like, say some pithy phrase, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I can work with that. You know, that's the next thing I'm processing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep, it is.
That's
pretty out there.
That's pretty out there, but it's pretty cool, too.
Yep.
It's pretty cool that, you know, you took that chance. What did you learn from that 3-month period of your life? What would you come away with at the end of it all?
Probably 2 things. I'm making up that number, but I think it was probably 2 things. One was I just really learned how to listen during that time period, to myself, to whoever was talking to me.
Sure.
How to take something that somebody says and go, wow, what if what they're saying was really important? What would I do with it if it really mattered? So I think that's one. And the other is, seriously, I was just driving around and singing at the top of my lungs, and it did start occurring to me, like, my voice sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I think that was like, yeah, I got a set of pipes. It's, you know, I could be doing more.
So your instinct to hit the road
got
you to a place where you, how should we say, you focused on the 2 skills that you use the most now in your work.
Probably.
You know, your voice, and of course that great ability to listen and encapsulate what's going on. And yet it just sort of came out of the blue, and which is a really cool thing. So you're gonna play another song,
Sure.
but I'm sure it has an interesting story, and I want to give you the chance to tell us a little bit about it.